Comparing exploring and starting a company, there's a fair bit of parallels there. One is really risk. So when you're exploring, you're out in the middle of a jungle, with spitting cobras, spending the night under a tree with chimpanzees, or in some very contested area. You realize that for this work you're doing, for this exploration to help contribute to conservation or cultural heritage, you're taking a fair bit of risk. And I think that that as an executive, that sort of changes your risk perception a fair bit, and you realize that to get great things done, you need to take risks.
Every day you're making decisions. Every day you're coming to work and taking ownership of your work in a way as if you owned the company.
Having grown up in Wisconsin, I think this is just an awesome place to do a startup. Specifically, the cost of living and quality of life here in the Midwest in Wisconsin is I believe, second to none. Couldn't be more pleased with how we've been able to find excellent talent here in Wisconsin. So I think as an AI developer or a cloud developer, back before the pandemic, when your choice was to go live on one of the coasts and sort of lose out on this Midwest lifestyle, that was a hard choice that a lot of people made, but being able to be here in Wisconsin, we've had just great response from the employees in the area.
So TitletownTech and Microsoft have helped us in a number of ways, probably primarily just getting us in front of the right people right away. They have people in-house that are representative of the type of customer that we would have, and they're also able to connect us to a large range of different companies with their network who are going through often the same stages we are, and some that are much more advanced, and so it just only facilitates growth for us. I think the next biggest challenge we have as a company is timing the scaling. We're going to hit an inflection point where we have to scale from the tens of customers to the hundreds of customers. And you don't do that out of the gate, and so you also don't scale your team to that out of the gate. And you have to basically have your finger on the pulse of the market to understand when you're going to finally hit that inflection point and need to scale. And so that timing, I think, is probably the biggest challenge we're going to have.
The sense of accomplishment, the sense of teamwork, the sense of purpose that you have when you're in a small company is invaluable.
I think a lot of people thinking about starting a startup, it is a scary step. You're leaving the relative safety of the salary, and it's absolutely worth doing at least once and taking that risk.
To have the opportunity to do this has been amazing. And as I was saying to a friend of mine, as she asked me, how's the new job going? And I was describing it, she had to stop me and say, do you know how many times you've said fun?
Absolutely take the risk and do it. There is no other experience in life in which your efforts are so correlated to your rewards, and that you can really take your ideas and pour it into something and grow it and bring it to fruition.
Anybody who would ask me, should I join a startup, from my experience, do it.
I think the comparison between exploration and starting a company it's an awful lot of work. You can't do it alone, and you got to take risks to get where you're going.